bit of an experiment tonight. This is our first, what we hope to be annual Kartemquin Spring Showcase of New Work. And so we have 4 films coming up, and they were instructed to pick something brand new for you to see, so something that's not on the web, something that no one else has seen. This is new work tonight. They'll show their material, and then we'll have a brief discussion with the panel and with the audience afterwards.
What we've done is opened up to the public the way that Kartemquin makes its films.
It's a really great opportunity for filmmakers to be able to show works in progress, because we don't get to do that too often.
It's probably like one of the most exciting groups of Kartemquin films at one time I've seen. Would you agree with that?
You know, the way we make films at Kartemquin Films is we connect with the people who are in our films. And the way we connect is to be able to communicate with them.
One of the reasons that studying the Tsimane became of particular interest is because relative to other indigenous populations of the Amazon region, the Tsimane remained largely nomadic until the 1970s. This gave us an ideal opportunity to look at this shift from a traditional subsistence, hunting and gathering way of life.
I was very excited about the notion of almost the analogies that one can draw to the bigger societal problems.
I think that, you know, as you break through each layer of translation, it's like there's just got to be a lot of patience and knowing that you've got to let people sort of get used to you.
Porque se están incorporando recién a la sociedad regional y a la sociedad nacional.
And that's when I think we became characters in his story that we were telling.
The term outsider is a term that means working outside the cultural mainstream. It's a compulsion, it's something they have to do, and so they don't know they're making art.
I think that when you're working with someone who's at risk too, it's like you don't know how to really walk away in certain moments, you know?
On page 658 of my autobiography, I wrote, "I will continue to persevere as long as I can. One of the final goals for my life is to tell my story."
What I love about this is it sort of says, look, we're here. I think it's really important that, you know, filmmakers, documentarians, or writers, nonfiction writers, that at some point you acknowledge your presence.
I also found this incredibly captivating and just took me in from the first minute.
Don't lose that kind of punch in the face.
Oh boy. My whole life is on these walls.
At some point I kind of realized that this story had kind of gotten bigger than just my family, that there might be some kind of virtue to telling this.
Like a final memory?
No,
you know, that's
yeah. See, because we don't think this is a final memory.
Yeah, yeah.
It's alive and it's flowing, you know.
Sure.
So it's not a movie or it's a story.
Yeah, you don't.
So you didn't know when you came from the school, 3 of you, like, you know, you'll find her like that.
Exactly.
It's about his family, it's about his journey, but it's also about mental illness.
You know, the camera was this excuse to ask questions that, you know, I could have asked, you know, for 20 years without a camera.
Moment where your aunt starts interviewing you is incredibly powerful and just sort of catches the audience in a way.
You were very young, so I'm asking like how you remember your mom if you...
On one level, he stands on principle and doesn't move from it for that entire time, and what changes is the country and our perspective on him.
We feel like it's a trial period for us. And if we stand on righteousness and truth, God gonna bring us through it.
I first went to Miami training for professional fighting. I went to a Muslim meeting. And as soon as I heard it, I knew this is what I've been looking for all of my life.
Really, it was a fight on that literal level.
I don't think there'll ever be a last word on Muhammad Ali, and I actually think that this film hopefully covers a period that's been lost or hidden or forgotten.
I share my brother's pain. I share his.
oh my God, there's a movie there.